Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2033 of What You Have to Know, documenting the journey. Originally, it started in 2018, just sharing every day a video log of what I was doing as I came from the offline brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world. I spent 4+ decades in the offline business world before I jumped on the internet, as well as 25, over a quarter century actually, years simultaneously working for some of the coolest corporations on the planet, both privately held as well as Fortune, I don't even know what they are, probably at least Fortune, maybe Fortune 25, I don't know, really big companies though. So I got a lot of different experience, and kind of different experience than a lot of people have, because I did work both in corporate America while owning and operating my own businesses. And to me, I learned early on, I actually got that idea from my dad, because he did that as well. He had a corporate career his entire working adult life, as well as on the side he had different entrepreneurial businesses. And so he was always definitely a type A guy, but he was running and doing a lot of different things, the vast majority of which very, very successfully. And I wanted to be that way too, because I'm a lot like my dad. So at least I think I'm a lot like my dad. My sisters might beg to differ, but I think I am. So today and every day this year, I'm sharing a couple of pieces of content. The first is an idiom for Supersize Your Business, my Supersize Your Business group, where I research an idiom. And last year I was smart enough, finally, after doing it for several years, to tie it to the topic that I'm discussing in this year's annual challenge. This year's annual challenge is called the Get Your Goals Annual Challenge, where we're doing one thing every day to get what we want. And to add a frame to that versus just chaotically talking about random goal topics every day, and we spent January identifying our framework, the framework we're using each month, and applying to the different areas and aspects of a life framework that I've used for decades, with the exception of communication and confidence. I added those in 2021 following the pandemic, because I did some coaching with the coaching group in 2021 and into 2022 that deal with our core foundational skills. Some of those, and 2 of those that I added because I believed in them so much, to my life framework that I've used since the 1980s, are communication and confidence. So physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. And this month we're talking about communication. We have not talked about contribution or confidence yet, and I'm not sure which is which next up in next month and then the one after. But over the next 2 months, we will focus on those type of goals as well. Right now, we're focusing on communication goals. And today's topic was connection and communication. How do we become, and how do we impact in a positive way our ability to connect with other people and improve our communication skills, right? Because usually one of our goals is to improve some area or aspect of our communication. If we didn't want to improve something, we probably wouldn't set a goal in that area. If we want to improve our finances, we have a financial goal. If we want to improve our physical fitness, we have a physical goal. If we want to be better communicators, we have communication goals. And so that's what we're talking about this month. I shared 15 different strategies on ways to achieve better communication and achieve our communication goals. Effective communication, because better is a very relative term, right? What's better to me might not be better at all to you. So effective, we can all, if effective means it's working in the way we want it to work. Our communication is getting across, being received the way we want to receive, sent out as we intended, etc. So talk about 15 different ways to do that. And we've talked about, I would think, most of all of those, if not all of those, throughout this month already, but we'll continue to bring up certain topics time and time again, because repetition breeds success, right? Repetition, practice, creates mastery and skills, and those things we want to achieve in order to make parts and areas of our life more automatic, right? Instead of struggling all the time, I want to know that when I send a text, that's a biggie for me this month, I'm communicating in a way that the person's going to get the message I'm intending to send, not some gobbledygook, because I'm not a very good texter with respect to my vision. So I'm looking for, and that's an ongoing goal for me, is how do I improve my texting efficiency, effectiveness, correctness, etc., to make sure that the message is going the way I want it to. So that's it. That's pieces of content I created today, Friday, here in my neck of the woods. So wrapping up the week, wrapping up all the projects I've got going on, not necessarily finishing them, but wrapping up what I'm going to make sure I've gotten done for them this week. if I can help in any way, if you've got any questions about offline or online businesses, been involved in hundreds of different industries now. It was just 27 in the offline world, but the online world, we're so more connected. Imagine that. It's so much easier to connect with people in different areas, different industries, different skill levels, that it makes it easy to be involved in a lot of different industries. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.